Okay, so today we are going to talk about operators. Let me create a new class. So basically, what are operators? Anyone, any idea? What are operators? So this is simple maths concept of operators. Operators are used to perform operations on variables and values. Are used to perform operations on variables and values, right? So you can directly perform operations on the values, or you can perform the operations using variables. So there are four different kinds of operators in Java. First one is your arithmetic operator, right? Second one is your assignment operator. Third one is your comparison operator. And the fourth one is your logical operator, right? So what are these? Like arithmetic operators are those operators which are used to perform simple maths operations. For example, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, increment, decrement. So all these are your arithmetic operators. Example, plus, minus, multiplication, division, right? So these are called as simple arithmetic operators. Now, how to use these operators in Java, right? So simple way to use these operators is you can use it on the variables or the values. So for example, I have a system.out.println line, right? Here you can simply say 10 plus 20, right? So what it will do is it will add two numbers directly and it will print the output. Let's run this program and see. Right? So it has printed 30. You can similarly assign it to a different variable, right? And that becomes your part of your assignment operator. So assignment operator is used to assign values to the uh, variables. For example, equals to, right? So you can have a variable integer c and where you can say 10 plus 20, right? And then you can print the value of C. So here C is my variable, plus is my arithmetic operator, equals to is my assignment operator, right? So as I told you in the definition, operators are used to perform operations on variables and values. Means we have simply performing the operations on values. But let's say I have two variables, integer a is equals to 10, integer b is equals to 20, right? Now here I can also write c is equals to a plus b, right? And if I run this program, it will give you the same output, right? Similarly, there are operations like subtraction, there are operations like multiplication, and you can perform the division, right? So four simple arithmetic operations in mathematics can be performed in Java using operators, using arithmetic operators. Does it make sense, guys? Pretty simple, right? Now, there are two more operators. One is your increment operator, and another one is your decrement operator. So your increment operator is plus plus, and your decrement operator is minus minus. Let's say I have a value integer a is equals to 10, right? When I print a plus plus, let's see what happens. So plus, not this one. Let's say integer c is equals to a plus plus. And I'm printing the value of c over here. Okay. And if I print the value of a, just give me a moment. Let me just cross check the concept. Okay. And plus a. Right. So what I'm doing, I'm using plus a operator. This is called as increment operator. What this plus a does, plus increase the value of a variable by 1, right? So actually this statement is like this: a is equals to a plus 1, right? So simple plus a is equivalent to this particular line: a is equals to a plus 1. Does it make sense, guys?
So the output will be like 2, 4, 6, 8, something like that.
Come again.
So the output will be 2, 4, 6, 8.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah, because because of the increment.
No. So it will be increment by 1, right? So a is my 10, right? The initial value of a is 10, right? So 10, a is equals to 10 plus 1. What it is? It is 11. So it will print 11.
Okay, so it will just add one number.
Yes. Right? So this is called is your increment operator. Now, similarly, we have decrement operator. Decrement operator is minus a. Right? So it has decremented your value from 10 to 9. Right? Any questions? Any doubts? So everyone quickly write a program to multiply 3 numbers A, B, C and assign it to a variable D.
Shalin, sir?
Yes.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, sure. So you are writing everything outside your main method. Move it inside 2 curly braces you have put in.
Okay.
From line number 5.
Okay,
Yeah, that's fine.
number...
That's fine now.
Okay. Operators. This one is the operators.
Yeah. Now run this class. Perfect.
69,000.
Okay. So let's talk about some few more operators. Right? So in arithmetic, there is an operation called as plus, equals, minus, equals. All these are also there in. So for example, I have a is equals to 10. This is simply assigning a value 10 to my variable a. Pretty simple. And this equals to is called as your assignment operator. But let's say I write my statement something like this. Plus equals to 10. Not this. Integer a is equals to 10. And then I'm again saying a is equals to plus equals 10, right? and then I am printing the value of A. So it will print 20. What it is doing? It is adding 10 to the value of A, existing value of A, and then it is assigning that new value to the A. So it means it is performing two operations at the same time. Right? It is performing an increment operation with the value we have given over here, and then it is performing the assignment operation, right? Make sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, you can do minus over here. So what it will do is it will add minus subtract 10 from the initial value of A, and whatever is the output will be assigned to A, right? Let's see. It is assigning 0. Right? Anyone? Any questions? Any doubt? Similarly, there is multiplication, there is division, right? So you can try all those operators. So these are called as your assignment operators, whatever we have covered. So plus equals to, minus equals to, multiplication equals to, and then division equals to, right? So what all these four operators will do, it will change the initial value of the variable by the new value we have given. So everyone, do the operation of multiplication over here and print the output on your screen.
Sir, I want to share my screen.
Yes, please. Is it done, guys? Now there is third operation called as comparison operator. Now what is comparison operator? Comparison operator is used to compare two values in Java. For example, I have a variable integer A and integer B, right? Int A is equals to 10, int B is equals to 20. And I want to see if A is equals to B or not, right? Then I'm going to use comparison operator. So double equals to is your called is equals to, right? And if I run this program, let's see what happens. Right? So comparison operators gives you the response in true or false, right? So here what I'm checking if my value of A is equals to value of B. Make sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So if let's change the value to 10 and let's see. So if it does not equal, it is printing false. And if it is equal, it is true. So you can say my comparison operator gives you the response in Boolean data type. Either it is true or it is false. Right? So double equals to is used to check if two values are equal. Not equals to is used. So this symbol is called as not equals to. If A is not equals to B, then it will print. Can you tell me the output of this program? If A is not equals to B, this is not equals to. So this will give you false this time. The reason is A, the value of A and the value of B are equal, right? So we have studied two comparison operators. One is double equals to, which is used to check if the value of two variables are same. And then there is not equals to, which are used to check if the value of two variables are not same. It's an opposite of equals to. Does it make sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right? So please try it on your end.
So can I share my screen?
Hello? Would you like to explain the concept as well?
Yes, sir. Yes. I was explaining and my mic was mute. Sorry.
Okay,
So
no worries.
yeah, there are two values A and B. So I printed here if A is equal to B. So show me and cancel here. And also if A is not equal to B. So the first print is false. It says false. And the second one is true. It's printed as a true.
Why first one is false?
Because 10 and 5 is not equal.
And why second print true?
Yeah, because I ordered here that if it is not false, it's not equal, then show me the result of true or false. So this print is true actually, because A and B are not equal.
Yes, makes sense. Perfect. Great, Mustafa.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay. Now you can go back to your operator example and run it.
False.
So is this correct?
Yeah, because A is not equal to B, because B is greater than A.
Correct. Right? So this is how your comparison operators work. Anyone, any great work, Usmani?
Thank you, sir.
Anyone, any questions, any confusions? Let's see some of more comparison operators in Java. Right? So what we have studied till now, we have studied equals to and not equals to, right? Similarly, we have greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, right? So I write all the 5 and 6. Greater than equal to. First of all, let's check greater than and less than, right? So my line number 9 will check if the value of A is less than the value of B, right? So what it will print? Any guesses? Anyone?
Which one, sir?
Line number 9.
If A is less than B. Yeah, A is less than B.
So it should print?
True.
Correct.
True, yeah.
What should line number 10 print?
False.
False.
False, right? Let's run this program and verify. True and false, right? Any confusions in the 4 comparison operators we have covered? Anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. Now let's say I have a value 10. And in this only, I'm saying if my value of A is less than and equals to, what should this line print? Line number 10.
True.
Why?
Because A is equal 10 and B is also equal to 10.
Yes.
It's not.
So it's checking if A is either less than B or at least equals to B, right? So line number 10 would print true, right? Now, if I change the value of A to 8. Now what line number 10 will print?
False.
Why?
Because 8 and 10 is not equal.
So A is less than equals, right? This is not equals to operator. This is less than equals to operator, right? So A should be either less than B or equals to B in order to be true. It's a combination of this one and this one. Right? So it is simple mathematics, guys. What does less than equals to represent in maths? Hello? Hello? Anyone? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. What was your question?
What is this less than equal to represent in mathematics?
So it says less than equal means 8 is if for example 9 is lesser than 10, and
Then also it is true. And if so it simply represents the value of A could be less than or equals to B, right?
yes,
So if A is less than 10, then also it will print true. And if A is equals to B, then also it will print true,
true, yes.
right? Let's see. Right? So it is still printing true, all right? But what if I change the value of A to 11?
It will be false then.
It will be false. Similarly, there is another operator called as greater than equal to. Right?
It's the opposite of the before one.
What this line will print now? Line number 11.
True.
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 Correct. Okay. So guys, quickly try all the 6 operators, all the 6 comparison operators.
Okay.
Less than, greater than.
Can I share my screen, sir?
Yes. Perfect.
All good?
Yeah. So you can stop sharing. Right.
Thank you.
Now the fourth kind of operators are called as logical operators. Right. So what are logical operators? Logical operators are used to determine the logic between variables and values. Let's say, and logical operators works in booleans, right? I have a boolean variable called as A, whose value is true, all right? And I have a boolean value B, whose value is true, right? And I'm saying simply print A, double and B, right? So what it statement is doing, right? Or I'm simply assigning it to a different variable, let's say. Right? So what it is saying, if both the values A and B are true, then it will print true means true and true is always true, right? Two correct things are there and the final output of those correct things are always correct, right? Does it make sense, guys? Right? So if I say A double and B, it will print me true because A and B are true. A and B both are true. That's the reason the combination of this is also true. So basically double and operator returns true if both my statements are true. A is one statement, B is one statement. If both the statements are true, then it will print you true, right? If any of this thing is false, then it will print as false. Right? Anyone, any questions, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, what should be the output of this program then?
It should be true. A and B are same. So if in Boolean C we mention here if both are them are same.
Who said both are has to be same?
Mustafa.
Okay, hey, Mustafa,
So
you are saying
I think
I
the
never
result was
mentioned, I never mentioned that A and B are same. I mentioned A and B are true, right? So AND
okay.
operator works on true values, right? So if
Okay.
A and B both are true, then only it will give true. In every other case, it will give you false.
Okay.
All right. Did you get the concept?
Yes. So
This time
basically,
as well,
false.
it will give you false, right? So let me write down all the combinations for you guys. True and true. True and false. False and true, false, false and true, sorry. And false and false. So output of this program quickly, guys. Line number 7.
True.
Line number 8.
False.
False.
Line number 9.
False.
False.
And
Line
false.
number 10.
False.
False.
Correct.
The first one is true and all three are false.
Right? And this is my output. This is called as your logical operators. So if both statements are true, then only it will print you true. Otherwise, it will print you false. And this is called as AND operator in Java. So this operator is called as AND operator. Right? So true and true is true, true and false is false, false and true is false, false and false is false. Simple English semantics. Anyone, any questions, any doubt? So this is your example of your AND operator. Now, similarly, there is called as OR operator in Java. Right? So what is OR operator? Let's say I have a Boolean D and this particular symbol represents OR operator. right? So what does OR operator see? If any of one statement is true, then it is true. Only one statement has to be true in order to give you true, right? So for example, I have this: A is true, B is false, then D would be true, right? So in AND operator, both has to be true, and in OR operator, any one of it can be true. Are we clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right? So in this example, if I replace my AND sign with my OR sign, right? So what should be the answer of line number 11?
True.
Line number 12?
True.
Line number 13?
True.
True.
Line number 14?
False.
False. Perfect. Right? So can anyone please explain me the difference between AND and OR operator? Anyone, please? Mustafa, do you want to try?
Yes, sir. I fully understood. So in Boolean C, in Boolean C, operator AND says if A and B are true, so show us as a true. If A is false and B is true, the print result will be false.
Right. So you are just trying to say, I'll rephrase it. You are trying to say the output would be true only if the both A and B are true.
Yes, the only option that if we want to see the true, A and B both should be true. This is the
Correct.
only option. Yep.
What
in
about
line
OR?
number 7? Yeah, in line number 7, or so we are asking A or B is true. So whichever is true, the result will be true.
Perfect. Perfect. Right. So let's make it little complicated, guys. Let's say I don't have any of these things. Let's remove this as well. Let's mix logical operators and comparison operators both. Integer A is 10. Integer B is 20. And I am saying A equals to B. Right? What should this print? Quickly, guys.
False.
False.
Right. Or this is my OR sign. Now I am saying what this will print.
True.
So what this will print in whole?
It says if A is at first it should print false, then it should print true.
And then we are combining the result to false or true. What it should print? It will print only one thing.
So it should print true,
Why?
because again at the end A is less than B.
So it is false or true, which means it is true. Perfect. Great. Everyone is clear? Anyone? Any questions? Any doubt? Anyone, please feel free to ask.
I have no question, sir.
Okay, perfect. So in logical operators, we have talked about AND operator. Then we have talked about OR operator. There is an operator called as logical NOT. All right. So what this operator does, this is pretty simple, right? So for example, first let me show you this. So what line number 7 will print? What should line number 7 will print?
True. Just true.
Just true, right? I will just reverse the value of true by using a logical NOT operator. So this operator is called as logical NOT. So it reverses the result. Now what it should print?
False.
False. Perfect. Right? So this is called as your logical NOT. It just reverses the result. Right? Now, let's comment out this line. This was printing me true. Is it? What if I do something like this? What should be the answer now?
False.
False. Perfect. Right? Any questions, any doubts in operators? Anyone? Okay, guys. So any questions, any doubt? Anyone? If no, so we'll wind up this class. Tomorrow, we are going to talk about conditional statements in Java. And we are going to talk about strings. So please play with logical operators, comparison operators. We will see its use tomorrow when we will talk about conditional statements. Guys, you have to solve these statements manually. Means you don't have to execute it. Right? So solve these statements in copy and pen. Don't use your Java code. Is it clear, guys?
We should use it in Notepad or something, or
Yeah, just try to solve it like maths. What it should print. Then you decide, okay, it should be printing true. Then after solving all this manually, then just run it to see whether you have solved it correctly or not.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Right? So in tomorrow's topic, we are going to use these operators a lot. When we will talk about if-else statement, it is all about your logical operations. Right? Okay, then. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.